Sure, why not?
Okay, we're heading into Globe, Arizona. Currently we are in the Sonoran Desert because we see saguaro cactus or saguaro cactus. Depends if you like G's or not on your pronunciation. I tell you the name of those mountains, but I don't know them. They're not the Catalinas. They're... I can't think of it. Most of these mountains feed the Salt River.
Why do they call it the Salt River?
Probably because it tastes salty, I don't know. We'll have to try it. Definitely on the list to do. And Milo and Stevie will be the first ones to give it a go. Oh, there's the Arboretum right there. We can remember this for later.
Oh yeah, we'll have to check out the Arboretum. We'll just scooch in there. Check out all the desert fauna. Flora.
Flora. Well, there might be some fauna there too.
Pretty cool.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I like it here. Now, is that a hotel up there, or is that
I don't know. Probably someone's house. Oh, that I don't know. Let's look and see if there's a site. Looks like residential. There's some trailers.
Yeah. Very cool. Just your standard tourist fare. Everybody watching us going, what are they doing with the camera?
Right.
Wow, we're trying to bust the cops. Keep an eye on the cops. Keep them legal. Keep them honest.
No racial profiling here.
That's right.
That's a big old choya, man.
Are they edible?
Are the choya edible?
I don't think so. The pricklies are, and the banana yuccas.
Banana yucca.
Yeah,
Sounds yucky.
2 summers ago, or 3 now, maybe because of this one that just happened. They were out in full force, and
because of the water.
It must have been something, or it was their year to bloom, or I don't know how often they bloom. Maybe 5 years ago it was really wet and something. I'm not really sure. Cactus, about cactus reproduction, but
oh, that's Superior.
that's the 3rd town.
Oh,
I should know that because that's kind of a
Superior, Arizona. Oh, what the hell makes them so superior?
I think the same thing about the one in Wisconsin.
Well, we know the one in Wisconsin isn't superior.
But they were just everywhere, and you can fry them up kind of like plantains.
Oh, cool.
And they're very tasty.
Awesome. Some local greens. That's always good. So are the edibles, the local variety edibles?
Natives.
Are they popular with the people here, or not so much?
Maybe some of the older people that were raised here, but
Gotcha.
I feel like Arizona is such a transient state. The few that are born and raised and stay here are not plentiful.
Ah, okay.
And so then they leave as young adults, and then they don't seldom come back until they retire, and then I think people are kind of lazy at that point. But.
Gotcha. Yeah, just a lot of times it's just easier to go to the grocery store. Doesn't matter that it's bad for you.
Correct.
Yeah. Oh, I hear you. Yeah, so in the background, some of those. Now those mountains up there, they got a certain name that you know of? Or?
Can't remember the name of these. It's not the Catalinas. The Catalinas are just south of here.
Okay.
I'll have to look on the map.
Yeah, they got some good color. And, You know what I just learned the other day?
What did you
That
know?
the U.S. government put up like arrows across the country. That when you're flying, you used to be able to see them on the ground. These huge cement arrows, and it was for the U.S. Postal Service. And when they were flying, if they lost any kind of navigation aid,
Really?
they always had the arrows on the ground to guide them.
Like horizontal ones.
Yeah, so you'd be flying, you'd be looking down, and there'd be arrows on the ground. And they would back in the day, it was they had, had towers on them, near them, and generators and all that stuff, so they would actually be lit as well.
Interesting.
Yeah. Sometimes the government does stuff that's like, huh. Of course, a lot of times they do stuff that's like, what the?
Right.
So, but I mean, if you're trying to keep a postal service on time,
well, makes sense.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
What happens when it's foggy?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think that's why they lit them.
Oh, I suppose.
And I imagine they weren't the big, back then they weren't the big planes like they use now.
No.
So they probably didn't fly quite so damn high.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see much.
Yeah. Basically had the gas bellows, altimeter, and so no oxygen, so they would only be going, a few thousand feet tops. I love Arizona. It's got some cool stuff. I was actually talking to a guy at work who taught out here in Arizona for a while in one of the schools, and he wasn't out of Winslow, but it was somewhere near there. It starts with a C. Cody or I can't remember.
Starts with a C.
Yeah, someplace up kind of by Winslow, but maybe a little more north.
Chinley?
Chinley?
Was it on the reservation?
That I didn't ask. But he liked it out here because he's like, if you want to do something, he said there's always something to do. Whether you want to boat or kayak or hike or bike or you want to ski. He said you just everything's an hour away.
Yes.
He said it was really awesome. I was like, well, why the hell did you move back to the Midwest? And he's like, well, family's here and blah, blah, blah. And, it sounded like he was kind of out here by himself.
Got it.
So, if you're a mama's boy, I don't know if he is or not, but, if you like to have, if you're a close-knit family or you really like to have family around all the time, I can see
Okay, we have a cop that we can now bust.
Awesome.
Highway patrol, whatever.
Highway patrol.
Oh, yeah.
Get him, Milo.
Yeah. What is it, Milo?
You get him, Milo. Get that cop. That's it. Chew him up. Get him, Milo.
We don't like cops in our families, do we, Milo? No, we pretty much dislike them greatly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough, In the back. Milo. In the back, please.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get more pictures of you later, Milo. By the way, Milo, your butt stinks.
It's his breath.
Oh, okay. Well, then your breath stinks, Milo. That's very cool.
It's gorgeous here. We'll have to find some COWSs.
Gotcha. Does that get Milo all worked up?
Oh my, Stevie too. What do you see, bud? Huh? Must be some water down there to our right.
Yeah, it could be. Oh yeah, look at the veg.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's very cool.